DNVR Broncos live on a Friday, presented by DraftKings Sportsbook, coming to you from the beautiful new Studio A here at the DNVR bar, where the A stands for absolutely gotta have it, except for not a must-win.
Oh, no, absolutely a must-win. Ryan, you got smoked in both polls, the YouTube poll and the pod poll. 90% on the pod poll. I even convinced Henry, and yeah,
you
tough.
did.
Henry is like the Ohio of this show, like very important swing state.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's very important that I
you got
swung
him. You got him, and I lost
yeah.
the election. Like, what can I do?
Is Ohio the best of the swing states? At first, I was like kind of offended. I was like, I don't want to beat Ohio. But it's like Florida.
For elections,
Isn't it?
You're okay being Ohio.
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
But anything else, probably not.
I wish you could like compare me to a cool state that also was important. But we'll take important.
Sorry, I don't think Montana is a swing state.
You want those 3 electoral votes?
No.
All right, fair enough. So yeah. Happy Friday, boys. How are we doing?
Doing great. A Breck Brew Friday. We're actually coming live on a Breck Brew Friday.
Breck Brews in there.
There we go.
Yeah.
Let's get it rolling. We talked about it yesterday. Is it a must-win? Is it not? It doesn't really matter because the point is they got to win. Whether you put
must win.
whether you put the label on it or not, it's a incredibly crucial game. It's the difference between being one game out of first place, potentially, or being potentially in last place. And because of that, the Broncos need to perform much better than they have in any game this year if they want to win. You could maybe make a case that if they could get that same defensive effort from the 49ers game and increase the offensive effort, they might have a chance. But this is going to have to be their best game of the season.
Yeah, and specifically on the offensive end. This defense, I think, is going to hold the Chargers in the game, be able to contain the Chargers' offense enough, but they're not going to be able to hold the Chargers to 10 points so the Broncos can win 11-10. They're not going to be able to hold the Chargers to 12 points so the Broncos can get a last-second touchdown like they tried to do against the Colts. So this game is all about the offense, and if they're ever going to wake up, it's this game. Crazy enough, when you look at the Chargers, and this is on offense and defense, but specifically defense, they have a lot of super talented guys. I mean, they may have 3 or 4 superstars on their defense when healthy. Obviously, they're missing one of those guys with Joey Bosa. Khalil Mack was a superstar when he was with the Raiders, was that first year with the Bears, then kind of died down to just like a good player. Now it seems like he might be that superstar status again. Derwin James, when he's healthy, is potentially a superstar safety. Yep. And then you have, oh my gosh, who's the cornerback?
J.C. Jackson.
J.C. Jackson. I mean, led the league in interceptions the past couple of years. He can be a superstar, but that's all they have. Then after you mention those couple of stars, superstars, great players, it's no one else. And that's why this defense, when you look at them as a whole, man, they are so much worse than the parts make up. And this defense is one of the worst in the NFL, giving up 27 points per game. This is a game for the offense to wake up. It's not against the Jets. It's not against the Jaguars. It is this game.
Couldn't agree more. Could not agree more. And Jared, I did get the presenting sponsor.
But Ryan, you were in charge of the delay of game.
But I do appreciate you looking out. And the delay of game was my fault. Only a 1-minute delay game, though, so I'll take it.
Imagine a 1-minute delay of game in the NFL. I guess standing there for another 60 seconds.
Well, I mean, technically, you get almost a minute to snap the ball.
Yeah.
So
in a way, that'd just be 2 delay of games.
Right, but we were I essentially snapped the ball 60 seconds after I was supposed to, which is only 20 more than a standard delay of game.
A delay of game and a half.
Quickly, guys, what did we learn out at practice today? Anything of note other than the fact that the long snapper competition will go to the long snapper who long snaps the ball the best?
And the most consistent. That's the key word. There is consistency. Yeah, a lot of long snapper debate. Nathaniel Hackett, a long snapper from the age of 12.
Yeah.
He started long snapping when he was around the Chiefs organization at the age of 12. We learned that Dalton Risner, again, did not practice today. He says he's going to play, but 2 days in a row of not practicing after you have your back tighten up scares the heck out of me.
It's terrifying. Yeah, you need Dalton Risner. You know, and I was in the locker room. I was talking to KJ, and Dalton walked by, and he's not wearing the pants. And KJ's like, "Wait, are we not wearing pants today?" And Dalton's like, "I'm not." And he's like, "Are you not practicing?" And he's like, "Nope, it's individuals for me." It's just like, oh my goodness. Even they realize like that is not good. Not having Dalton Risner is not good for this offense.
Yeah.
No, not.
I mean, when your starting offensive line isn't good in the first place, losing them is a big problem. And I know, people always want to call for the backups and say, well, why aren't we playing this guy? Well, the reason the starters are there is because they're better than the backups. And the Broncos starters are not all that good on the offensive line. So going to even more backups, which would essentially be, 4 of 5?
It would be 4 of 5, unless Quinn Miners is back, and there is good news on that front. I do expect him to be back, but we'll still be talking about 3 of 5 guys as backups playing.
Yeah, just brutal. Who would step in for Dalton if need be?
I mean, hopefully Quinn, but otherwise, I mean...
Well, it'd
who's even on the
probably be
roster?
Quinn at right guard, so it'd probably be Glasgow at
You would think.
at left guard.
But
Right.
if Quinn can't
But
go...
if Quinn can't go.
Oh, if Quinn can't go, it'd be Natani Muti. They bring
Oh,
him
of
up.
course.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Of
Well,
course. It'd be fun.
not the
I'd
worst
be
thing in the
excited to
world.
watch him.
No.
Run the ball.
Yep.
Yeah.
Run the damn ball if that's the case.
And you can do that because the Chargers average 5.8 yards per carry against them. It's the worst clip in the NFL.
Yep. Also, by the way, Jared yesterday wasn't able to watch the show live. He sent me a DM before the show started and said, "Hey, don't forget to get this presenting sponsor." But I didn't see it,
Wow.
and I did forget.
Yeah, like
Yep.
6 minutes in or so.
Oh, got a car crash
Yeah,
right
that-
behind
that-
us.
That was awesome.
Is that It's probably not
Dang.
good. Okay, we don't.
Dang, yeah.
don't need to lay on the horn.
Maybe the horn
maybe the-
is I think permanently broken there.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't think that's intentional.
Wow, the joys of being on Colfax.
That was loud, too.
Yeah, it was.
It was. We got 3 cars piled up. I mean, we can see it right now.
Yeah, it's literally
Yeah.
right here.
We have
Yeah.
a
Oh,
white
yeah.
car hit a red car, which then hit a black car.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Let's
Little
make sure there's no
Red car
history.
sandwich.
no fisticuffs.
Oh,
here.
somebody's sprinting over.
No way.
Yeah. Sprinting across. He just
What?
ran down the middle of the road. But he wasn't even
What?
involved, was he?
Why was he sprinting?
I don't know. Did he just get hit?
It
No.
looks like they're debating what happened, and I'm not quite sure that there's a debate. I mean, it was a red light, and a guy smashed into 2 others.
Yep.
Jeez. Let us know in the comments if that horn is as obnoxious to you as it is to us. It looks like it.
I think they're dying. I think the horns are dying
Just-
right now.
like
Also,
running
let
out
us-
of air.
The guy in the middle is not getting out of his car. I think he's hurt.
Oh, jeez, that's not good.
so that's why someone ran.
Also, let us know if you could see it through that little window right there. That video might have been useful in a court case.
That's
Wow,
crazy. It
I'm so
doesn't-
happy we have our
Not
old
good.
studio back.
I hope the doors just like
Well,
jammed.
it
or
didn't
something.
seem like it was that bad. So
No,
hopefully
it didn't.
everyone's okay.
Yeah.
The life of Studio A.
To
baby.
get back on
Wow.
track here,
I love Colfax.
you got to run the ball in this game. And it's really a weird place for the Broncos to be because I just know that they want to put an end to this narrative, at least put a chip in the narrative right now about Russell Wilson and all this stuff so desperately. And Nathaniel Hackett calling pass plays and all that stuff. Like, they want that so bad. And this just isn't the game for it. Like, this is the game for Melvin Gordon to get his revenge. If you want to like play for a narrative, is let Melvin Gordon go show, hey, I'm still a great running back in this league. I can still win games for my team. I'm, at least on this night better than Austin Eckler. That is what this has to be. It cannot be a let's get to the goal line and try and pad some stats for Russ type of game.
Yeah, but you can also throw the ball against the Chargers here. But what scares me is when we talk about that backup offensive line.
exactly, yeah.
And
Yeah.
Khalil Mack looks really good. Bradley Chubb is second in sacks on the season at 5.5. Khalil Mack's right there at 5. That's just something you do not want to expose Russell Wilson to, who's still dealing with the bad shoulder. But Good news is he has put so much work. Nathaniel Hackett said 24/7 work on his shoulder. It's been relentless and tireless work that he was a full participant in practice today, which is actually a really good sign.
Yeah.
But that also tells me no excuses. This is technically a Thursday practice, which is one of your 2 biggest practices of the week. If you're a full participant in that practice, no excuses come game day.
Yeah, and it's just unfortunate for the Broncos that their offensive line now has like leaky boat syndrome of one thing's fixed, something else comes up. And, eventually Billy's going to come back, but he'll have never played with Garrett Bowles on the other side.
Yep.
It's just like, this is not the best place for this to happen. In fact, it's probably the worst place for it to happen. And unfortunately for the Broncos, no one's going to give them any sort of break because of it. In the end, your record is what it is, and no one's going to say, well, they did have the offensive line issues, except for maybe me.
Right, yes, exactly. And also, you're just at the point of the season where if you were to have one game that was derailed by injuries and you can kind of say, okay, that's what happened there, that's totally fine. But now you can't blame the first 6 games on injury, and you put yourself in a hole where you didn't have that leeway in order to have one of those games.
Do you think Russ has any sort of say into what he goes on the injury report as?
Oh,
The
I'm
thing-
sure he could.
Yeah, there's only so much you can do though, because it is sometimes kind of black and white, right? Where it's, did you participate? Yes. Limited. No.
But I think with limited, you could.
You could hold him out for one play and say he was limited.
Yeah, or if you wanted to take 3 plays off to rest your arm, you could still say
that
like,
is true.
"Oh, we just want to get the backup more reps." If he wanted to,
Yes.
he could tell Hackett, I'm sure, like the difference between full and limited. Probably not limited and did not practice.
What's
Yep.
interesting is I would think that he would want to be limited,
Why?
listed as limited,
To
because
expose that the injury's still there?
no,
Political.
have
then you just said if you're not limited, then
Yeah.
there's no excuses.
Yeah, potentially.
But I think it's.
But that's not how
maybe
Russ
I was gonna
operates,
say
though.
it's kind of admirable the other way around, where he's like, I'm not limited. I'm
Right.
fine. I'm playing.
He is unlimited.
Yeah, he is Mr. Unlimited.
Can't be limited, no matter how hard you try. All right. Anything else before we get into this game and lay down some predictions?
Nope, that's that's it coming from the UC Health Center, and long snapper, really the practice long snapping competition was what dominated.
Henry, name the 2 long snappers.
Fortunato.
Yep.
Michael.
Michael Fortunato. We all know that. And also number 48.
Number 48.
Oh, and
Yeah.
it also starts with an F.
48.
Yes.
Yeah.
48.
I think it's like Forelli.
Yeah,
Ooh,
there
it
we go.
is.
I think that's it.
I remember
Yep.
thinking like, oh, it's Dre's guy, Italian, and then the other one's
So
also
it's
maybe.
Fortunato.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I realized. Like, actually,
Although
no.
I guess that could be a number of different things.
It could be.
But Michael leads you more down that road.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, I did see somebody comment say, can somebody explain why Justin Simmons is a top 5 safety in the NFL? Last year, 5 interceptions, most among safeties. 4th out of any position. Also had 12 pass breakups. That's tied for 2nd among safeties. He has at least 4 picks each of the past 3 seasons. That's obviously, if 5 is the lead last year, that's a big number. He has 53.5 combined interceptions, pass breakups, and sacks over the last 3 seasons. That's the most among safeties.
Hank, I'm happy. That's a great defense, but I can't believe you just gave a clown. I mean, literally someone that left a clown emoji in the question. That sort of satisfaction.
Might as well do it. It's just so easy to do.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. It's like why I like arguing with CSU fans.
Exactly.
Well, I don't know.
Exactly.
Not this year.
We didn't play. We still won 5 in a row.
Wasn't it CU that didn't want to play?
No.
I think so.
Yeah,
I
it
think
was.
so. That's
It
the
was,
narrative.
yeah.
That's exactly. That is the narrative that is coming from the north. Good job.
Someone's pretty
It
well
smell-
connected with CU there.
It smells just like the wind when it comes from the north.
I don't know about
boy.
that.
If Colorado wanted to play, they would have played.
Yeah.
Why would they want to?
Bingo.
Exactly.
Oh, see, now you're admitting it.
exactly.
Doesn't matter. 5 in a row, baby. Not a rivalry. Anyways, it's time for some score predictions. Are you solid in your feelings on your score prediction?
Nope.
Okay, I'm glad.
Not
because
at all.
I haven't been able to grasp onto anything. It just feels like there's these little thoughts, and I'm trying to, and they're just floating away. They're just fleeting thoughts. I really can't nail down what I think is going to happen in this game.
So I have a real internal struggle starting in my gut. My gut is telling me the Broncos. My head is saying the F. What? Look at what's happened these past. Don't forget last week. Don't forget 8 days ago what happened on Thursday Night Football. Yep. Don't forget how bad this offense has looked outside of really one half of football. The first half against the Raiders, it's been terrible outside of that. The Chargers do have a really bad defense, but then my gut's just like, the Chargers, are they really going to take off and be 4-2 and have a winning record in the division and truly be trending in the right direction? And Brandon Staley, then he gets a big pass because probably everyone's just pointing at Nathaniel Hackett, and they seem to truly be trending in the right direction. That's just not how the Chargers go year in and year out. And is the Broncos season really going to feel over after this game? It's just desperation is on the Broncos side. So that's why my gut is just like, man, but something could happen.
I love that prediction.
Is there something more? Something
I thought we were talking about the game. You just want the prediction now?
Yeah.
I got to go with my head. I'm going to go 24-20. The line is 4.5 right now. I think the Broncos cover. I think it's a close game. But at the end of the day, I got to go with what I've seen for over a month of football. And Justin Herbert is balling. 10 touchdowns, 2 interceptions on the season. This is the hope this is the start that everyone wanted Russell Wilson to have. And at the end of the day, I don't see the Broncos offense just going from 0 to 100. I think they're going to show life this game. That's why I got them scoring 20 points. That's life for this offense.
No,
that is life.
It actually is. It is life. You'd feel a little better about them after this. But I can't say the Broncos are going to score a full 27 points like the Chargers are giving up. So I'm going to go 4-point loss.
Let me just go on record here saying that if they score 20 points on Monday Night Football, I will not feel any better about their offense.
Okay.
And
it's the second most they've had all season. It's
I know.
the most they've had on primetime.
But we will be a third of the way through the season without them having one singular respectable offensive performance.
I agree.
And remember, for me, respectable is 24 or more.
Yeah.
So I instead of being, is their second best of the season, I would be saying we're third through the season. They've essentially shown their asses, and that is their offense isn't good.
I'm not saying I'm feeling great about it. I'm just saying it is, unfortunately, Ryan, it's progress. Right now they're averaging less than 15 points a game if you only look at offensive points scored.
And if they put up a respectable offensive performance this week, it's going to blow my mind. I do not expect to see anything respectable. Like there's nothing we've seen that would indicate that they're going to look respectable, and that's why if they put up 20, hey, that's I'll count that as a dub for the offense.
Ugh.
Is it a dub for the team?
I think it is, but I don't think they're going to do it. I'm really struggling with this one. Again, like you could totally see one team winning like 10-6. You could see this being like 27-24. I think 24 is probably the max for the Broncos. That's why I'm going to take kind of a cop-out middle ground. I'm going to say 18-17. The Chargers win.
Wow.
It's one of those where if you're going to be at least within 10 points, and that's why I'm not willing to give up the full 20. Because if it's 10, then
better be.
Oh God.
Yeah.
What's the total set out in this game?
The total is 45.5.
So
under.
So I have them 1.5 points under.
Yep.
You have them significantly under. 10 points under.
Yeah, I guess I should take that.
Yeah, you should.
Instead of getting too cute with it like I did last night.
Oh man, bad beat.
All right, well, this was predictable long ago. You guys, are always the higher team on the Chargers. I always say they're the Chargers.
We're doing it again?
And I'm going to do it again.
Love it.
I think the Chargers get off to a hot start. Maybe like a 10-0 lead in this. I'm not going to go the full 24-0 of the Peyton Manning Monday Night Football comeback. But the Chargers are known to get off to hot starts and then taper off at the end of the game. I think when push comes to shove, the Broncos set a a season record for points, and they get to 24, the magic number,
Wow.
and the Chargers get to 23.
Ooh, so very close game.
Very
Wow.
close game. Broncos with a comeback win. Russ with a fourth quarter touchdown pass to give the Broncos the lead. And then, boy, do they need it. Boy, do they need it. I don't think it's going to be a pretty game by any stretch of the mind, but it will look a little bit more competent.
Yeah, a win's a win here, and it doesn't matter how bad it looks. They have to get the win here, and if they win 11-10, just like they did the last time they played a primetime Monday or Sunday night game, it's going to look really bad, and we're going to have so many questions, but I will feel like this defense is elite after this. If they shut down the Chargers so much where the offense doesn't do anything, but they still win, then I'm saying, okay, now you've done it against really good competition. The Raiders, they had an opportunity to, and the Raiders offense pretty much dominated them specifically on the ground. This is a huge opportunity for the Broncos defense to show on primetime, okay, we're not just doing against the Colts, against the Texans, against the Geno Smith-led Seahawks. We're doing this against a really good team.
Yeah. It is just crazy. Someone put it out today. I need to start just like sending tweets into the group chat so I know who sent the tweet that I want to reference when we get to the show.
Yeah.
But someone put it out today that the Broncos run the least amount of deep crossers and deep outs in the NFL, and those are the two most efficient routes in terms of yards gained per route run in the league.
So is that on Nathaniel Hackett?
Of course.
Yeah.
But also, they ran especially deep over, a nauseating amount in training camp. And it was awesome. And I say nauseating just in terms of I was trying to find a good word, but it was actually awesome. It's the opposite of that. I loved it. I was like, oh, this is going to be the route for this team. And for whatever reason, they've gotten away from it. I think the big reason is because they can't protect those bootlegs that they want to run, or even just the big play action dropbacks. Like that's what you do. You drop way back, you get all that time, and then you bring Jerry Jeudy all the way across the field. And if they're in zone coverage, it's just way too hard to pass it off that many times. You get open. So I'd love to see them incorporate more of that this week. And I don't know. I think there's a strategy that you can do to unlock those bootlegs and unlock those deep drops on play action, and it's really just using your tight ends and backs to pinch in those ends and edge players for the Chargers, and I'd love to see that start this week.
You know what's crazy? Two stats for you that kind of blow my mind because it still feels like we're waiting for Russell Wilson's deep ball and deep game to be unlocked. The Broncos are averaging 12.4 yards per reception. That leads the AFC, which is crazy. Like, it's not like they're not going deep. And also, Russell Wilson, here's a fun little trivia thing. Russell Wilson is tied with one other quarterback for the most 15-plus yard completions in the NFL right now, which is also very crazy that he is tied for the most 15-yard completions because, again, it just seems like Russell Wilson hasn't been unlocked deep down the field. Who's he tied with?
I just feel like this is a trick question, so I'm going to say Cooper Rush.
Wow, okay.
I was thinking the same thing. Yep, Geno. I'm going to take Geno.
With Geno, RG was also saying Josh Allen. You guys don't want to go with the obvious choice?
No.
Okay. You guys were on the right route, but incorrect.
Jacoby Brissett?
No. You'll be like, damn, okay, this is a little tricky one, but it makes sense.
It can't be
Tua?
Teddy. He hasn't been in there.
No. Go up north.
No.
Close.
Jared Goff?
Jared Goff.
I guess that,
see,
with the points.
It makes sense. Exactly. But just kind of crazy. But it's just weird. It just hasn't been those routes where you've seen guys wide open where they catch it and then they're able to just burn one guy and get a touchdown. I mean, we've seen that once from Jerry Jeudy in week 1, right? That was like the only really time where a receiver was able to get the ball deep down the field in space and make a move.
Yeah. I just want more. Take the lead.
What's crazy, though, with all of that being said, 15 points a game.
I know. And that's what's crazy. And it's also insane
bad.
that, like, me saying they're going to score 24 points sounds like a bold prediction.
Right. Absolutely.
24 points.
Season high.
3 touchdowns. That sounds bold.
It
Yep.
does.
What the hell is happening?
They're not scoring 3 touchdowns. There's no way. I wonder what DraftKings has to say about that.
I think you're going to see some big runs broken off, and that's why you're going to see 3 touchdowns.
By Latavius?
By both.
By Melvin with his arms around the ball.
Yes.
Mike Boone. He
Okay.
deserves to get more touches.
Is he going to play?
Yeah, he told me yesterday he was. Now we'll see, but he was a limited participant in practice today. Or I think he was upgraded to full.
I actually would love to see it. I think that the offense is lacking speed in a lot of places, and so he's the fastest running back they have.
Tight
Yep.
end.
I guess
Greg Dulcich.
I was gonna say they're kind of lacking it because the only one that they have that's fast doesn't play.
Yes. It is
In
time
Greg
just
Dulcich?
No, well, in Albert O.
Alberto, yeah.
But yeah, Greg Dulcich would make a huge difference in terms of just team speed on offense. Jerry's obviously fast. For whatever reason, they can't figure out how to use that. KJ is really fast. For whatever reason, they can't figure out how to use that. It's just like you're rarely seeing times where the ball is in the hands of a speedy playmaker and they have room.
No.
How is that possible?
Yeah, it's crazy. Especially there's times when guys are running wide open. Russ doesn't see them. There's other times where guys aren't running wide open, and Russ is actually clicking. Then I mean, in the Raiders game, he was 11 for 12. He was clicking, but it wasn't big shots down the field.
Yep. There's yet to be a game, except for the Seahawks in the third quarter, where it felt like the offense was in a rhythm, moving the ball, clicking on all cylinders. And that feels like it was years ago at this point.
It really does.
I'm tempted just to say, like, if you want to get the ball deep, just commit to it. Send 2 guys deep, keep 3 guys in the block, and just say, you know what, this is a deep ball play. Because you're kind of to that point now where this whole, they might leave the deep guy open, and so the read will say go deep. Like, no, just run the big over. Make sure you have time to throw it. Just go with it and make it happen.
One thing that could really help with this is Justin Outen today said he would love to get KJ Hamler more involved, said he's earned that through the past couple of weeks. Mm-hmm. Justin, you pretty much have the say in being able to do that. So if he's saying that, you got to also think that Nathaniel Hackett's kind of also on the same wavelength there, and a heavy dose of KJ Hamler could go a long way.
Would love to see that. All right, before we move on, want to remind you guys to come down, hang out at the bar this weekend. We got Friday Afternoon Club today, starting at 4 o'clock. $5 Breck brews on the menu. Great deal there. And then also, or is it $4 Brecks? Is it $4 or $5?
I think it's 5.
$4.
4?
Boom. Even better deal on a Breck brew Friday. So come down, get you a Breck brew to start your weekend off. Or come down and watch some college football tomorrow. Tennessee, Alabama. People are hyping that one up just to watch Alabama win by 30.
And to watch Peyton Manning pick the Vols to win.
They never win when
heated in the
Peyton
locker
goes.
room.
Because Peyton only goes for these types of matchups.
Yeah. Right.
Also, Peyton couldn't beat Alabama, right, when he was at Tennessee, or was that Florida?
I don't remember.
There's one team that he couldn't. They called it like the something curse or whatever.
Locker room was heated talking about that game today.
It's like screaming match.
Is there any Tennessee representatives?
No, they're
No.
talking about it's still about Texas, Alabama.
Yeah. But then
Caden Stearns, PJ Locke, the Texas boys can't let that one go.
Imagine jawing when you lose all the time.
Jerry made some similar comments. Yeah.
Not just comments. Jerry made some similar angry screams about it.
Yeah.
Or
They
I
fired
shouldn't say
him up.
angry, heated. Yeah, fired up.
Caden was saying Tennessee's going to win by 21.
This is so
You go to
classic.
DraftKings and pick Tennessee minus 20.5. You could get an incredible line.
What is the
Yes.
line? Like 7.5 right now?
I think so.
Oh, that is just silly.
People are calling it a potential upset game. Last time they did that, it was Arkansas playing Alabama, and Alabama steamrolled them.
Yep, that's what they do. They steamroll everyone. Anyways, I forget what I was talking about. Oh, yeah, come down to the bar. Watch that game. Watch all the other games. You can watch the Buffs at noon tomorrow. I'll be up at the stadium. And then, of course, Sunday, come here for a stress-free version of Sunday where all you have to do is just sit back, relax, and watch football all day long. And then Monday, come down to watch Broncos-Chargers, Monday Night Football. We need to pack this place out, get the vibes going. I'll get everyone riled up before the game. We'll do the Wheel of Destiny. We need confidence. And I totally understand why this is, but there is such a nervous energy around Broncos country right now. During the games, during the week, we just need good vibes somehow.
We do.
We
We
do.
do. And man, the bar is the place to be for good vibes. And if you want, drinking a Breckenridge brew is a great way to kind of kill your thirst. But if you want to murder your thirst, you check out our friends over at Liquid Death, because that is what they do. And you guys have touched on this in the past about Liquid Death, how the bubbles, there's not as many bubbles, so it's more drinkable.
It's almost like the bubbles are smaller.
Yeah, and it doesn't hit you with the carbonation. I like that, but I also like a lot of bubbles. But Ryan, I think you're going to love the beer in London, because beer in London is less carbonated.
No way.
Yep. So you can
Drink it faster.
Yes, exactly. You can drink it faster. You
Wow.
can drink it more. That's why you need to get yourself a 12-pack of Liquid Death.
Can't wait
because
to
it
get
is
a proper pint.
a proper pint.
Ugh.
And then Liquid Death is great in the morning after you have a proper
Oh,
pint.
God.
That's Australian.
that was super Australian.
So you,
I was actually going to say really quick, sorry to interrupt. I think we should do, and I want our UK followers to chime in on this. Tell us if we shouldn't do this. I was going to say, at the airport on the way to London, we do our best English accent. And then at the airport heading back, we do our best English accent. Because once you're around it for a week, I feel like it'll be much easier. I want to compare and contrast.
I like that. Just at the airport or on the entire airplane ride?
Oh, God, no.
Oh, God, no.
Please,
That was
no,
maybe
no,
a
no.
little Scottish?
Oh, bloody.
Ugh.
So check out Liquid Death if you want to murder your thirst. You can get them at 7-Eleven, Safeway, Stinkers, Ulta, or find Liquid Death at liquiddeath.com/DNVR. That's liquiddeath.com/DNVR.
If you're looking for tickets for anything, go to Game Time. They've got all sorts of stuff. Their deals are the very best. The way that they work is that the discounts kind of get better and better as you get closer to the game. So if you like buying last-minute tickets, this is absolutely the place for you. But kind of regardless of when you're shopping, it makes sense to go to Game Time. They make it super easy to buy tickets. You can click the little box, and it'll just give you the all-in price. You don't have to worry about fees or anything. They'll show you on a map where all the different seats are and what the prices are. Like, it is always the first place to go to get tickets, because it's just so easy to get a sense of what they cost and all that sort of stuff, because they just make it so visual. Game Time is awesome, though. Like I said, if you're looking for last-minute tickets, then it's the easy choice. And you can use the link in our description below this video and in the podcast notes as well. And then we get credit for sending you over to Game Time, too. So if you're buying tickets, we really, really, really appreciate it if you'll use that link. And go join over 15 million people who've downloaded the Game Time app, score the best seats to all your favorite events.
All right.
Real quick. What do you think about if Nathaniel Hackett and Brandon Staley just get together before the game, shake on it, both teams go for fourth every time, go for it on fourth every time, no punts?
I would love it. That just means one coach is going to get murdered after the game.
Yeah, one coach
At
gets
least.
fired.
At
Only
least.
one. Two coaches come in, only one survive.
At least one.
Oh, man.
You can get tickets to this game in LA for $33.
Yeah, nobody wants to watch the Chargers.
I wasn't kidding when I said earlier
Yeah.
this week that you could probably find a cheap flight out to LA and back and buy a ticket for the price it'll cost you to get into a Broncos game this year.
If you're willing to fly like Spirit,
Yep.
you can get a lot of places pretty
Yes,
cheap.
you can. Yep.
Especially if you're headed west.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, Frontier.
Yep.
There you
exactly.
go.
By the way, airline. Just one of these airlines got to sponsor us.
Yes. We
that
do
would be
need an
dope.
airline sponsor.
Yeah. Let's go like JetBlue.
Ooh,
We got
yeah.
somebody.
Yes.
Wow. Emirates.
Oh, now we're talking, Henry. Now we're talking.
Can you even... Does Emirates even fly here?
Probably not.
Because the thing is, I know they don't only go to the Emirates.
Yeah, I think that they definitely go. I love, besides DNVR YouTube, I love flight YouTube.
Oh.
Like watching
Oh.
people on flights.
Wait, you watch people on? Oh, you're talking about like the influencers who
Yeah,
like
of course, yeah.
yeah go and they get like the pod and everything.
Yep, first class. Oh
pod.
man, I love it. So I've seen plenty of Emirates. Henry.
bet.
Yeah,
Wow, that's impressive.
I'm not watching people.
How
fly
about
Frontier.
this? Just to show you how terrible Chargers fans are. It is more expensive to go to CU versus Cal tomorrow morning
See you, Cal.
at noon than it is to go to Broncos-Chargers on Monday Night Football.
in and no knock against Folsom, but like SoFi is a $5 billion
Yes.
stadium.
The latest, greatest
Yep.
stadium on earth.
Yep, exactly.
Wow.
That is very damning.
That is insane. And not even just more, over double.
Wow. You got your tickets?
Of course.
You locked in?
Season tickets.
What time
for
does
life.
Smart.
for life?
Lifetime contract.
Really?
If
Wow.
they allowed that, I would take it.
What time does tailgating start?
Probably 9. I'd
Yeah.
like to go earlier, but everyone's getting so old.
Sounds like you've gone soft.
No.
Oh,
If
okay.
it were up to me, I would be there 6 a.m.
Dang.
But no one else wants to be there, so what's the point? You can go by myself and drink beer at 6 a.m. alone,
yeah.
or with Allie.
Sounds good. Oh.
Yeah, see, she's not going either. So just be like, it'll be like 47 degrees, and I'll just be like using my sleeves to hold an ice cold Breck brew.
Or you could have like a warm espresso martini.
Warm espresso martini.
I just made that up now because it's going to be cold.
Sounds awful.
Yeah, warm.
Anyways. Should we
Well,
go around the rest of the AFC West?
We shall.
We
There's only-
shall.
There's only one game.
All right.
Bills
yeah.
and Chiefs. Chiefs underdogs for the first time ever in the Mahomes era at home. Just crazy. Crazy. But the Bills, there's a reason why the Chiefs are underdogs. The Bills are a really good team. I've actually been a little underwhelmed with the Bills this year, though. Obviously, the start they had against the Rams was incredible. Then scraping by a couple of games, losing one to the Dolphins, scraping by the Ravens, and then, I mean, they did what they should do against the Steelers this past week. But who do you guys have in this game that could very well be the AFC championship game?
I'll take the Chiefs. I'm still just feeling the pain from that Bucks game. I lost so much money thinking the Bucks are going to win that game, and now it just feels stupid to bet against the Chiefs, especially for the reasons you said. I mean, after 2 weeks, it looked like the Bills were just going to fly through everybody on their way to a Super Bowl. Since then, they've looked pretty average, and in a very Billsy sort of way, where it's like, they really are making mistakes in the first half. Then all of a sudden, they have like 20 points or whatever.
Right.
Still, I mean, the Chiefs though, they just feel so much safer.
Who you got?
I'm going Chiefs as well. And I hate leaving you the opportunity to take the favorite Bills here and get 2 games on us
Yeah.
potentially here. But I've got to go with Mahomes at home. And it's not like the Chiefs have also looked unstoppable. At times they've had dominant games, but they've kind of also been like the Bills, played to their competition a little bit. But Mahomes at the end of a game is just unstoppable. So I'm going to take, I believe over DraftKings, it's plus 110 on the Chiefs, and I will take that. Maybe I'll even split it and do half the points as well because it's plus 2.5. Yeah, plus 120 on the Chiefs. I got to take that.
Yep.
So Jared in the comments says Chiefs money line, Bills is a sucker's bet, and I just couldn't disagree more. If they're trying to sucker you into anything, they're definitely trying to sucker you into the Chiefs, because taking the favorite in the game on the road is not a sucker's bet. And I've been really trying to stick to my guns of what Andre and I have been talking about on the bet show. Bet uncomfortably. If you look at this and you look at the line, you say, why would the Chiefs be dogs at home? It's so comfortable and easy to take Chiefs money line in this game that I'm just going to listen to what the book is telling me. They're trying to tell me something. I don't know why they're doing this, but I'm going to listen to them. I went against it last night. I was like, hey, they're trying to tell us something on the Avs. I don't care. You just got to take the Avs when they're dogs. Well, we learned our lesson there. It's been working going the other way, so I'm going uncomfortable. I'm taking the Bills.
Man, and I feel very uncomfortable taking the Chiefs just because I know what Josh Allen could be as well. But I see what you're doing there. I also see what you're doing here, trying to get 2 games on us, Ryan. And with our AFC standings,
I
Ryan,
need 'em.
you're in 3rd place.
Yep.
6
That's why
and
I'm
10.
doing what I'm doing.
You could have a 1-game lead on both Henry and I, because we both sit 1 game above you, tied
Wow.
at 7 and 9.
I would have a 1-game lead if it wasn't for Cade York.
Yeah, that damn Cade York.
Hate that guy.
Ugh.
And in our some more updates. I got a bad update. A big update. Our survivor pool. Henry, you were out last week,
I sure was.
but you picked a winner. last week. You're supposed to
That's
pick
right.
a loser then. You're
That's
supposed to
right.
burn someone. He picked
Wow.
the Jets and they won.
Yep.
But it doesn't matter because
Yep.
you were already out. Ryan, you picked the Bills.
Sure did.
They won.
That was easy.
And I picked the freaking Jacksonville Jaguars, and they put up 6 points in a loss. So the way
Put it on
we're
the
doing
board.
this, you are up.
Yep.
1 point.
Let's go, baby.
You've got 1
Damn.
point. We've reset now. Well, you still can't use the teams that you burned.
Yep.
Yep.
And now we'll do that again this week. I'll start off. I'm going to take the Rams this week. I could look back in 1 week and say, just like I thought with the Jags. What was I thinking? Taking the Rams. They're trending in the wrong direction. But the Rams this week, they are playing the Panthers with a backup quarterback, new coaching staff. Rams should at least win.
I'm always weary of a new coach game.
Gosh, me too. But, Panthers are bad.
Yep. Henry?
Have I taken the Bucks yet?
You have not taken the Bucks.
Let's burn them here. Playing the Steelers. I don't love that they're on the road, but again, I kind of feel how you feel about that Rams game where they just they have to win this one. There's no way.
In both of those games, one team should be way better.
Yes.
Ryan?
Oh,
I can tell you the teams you picked if you want.
I don't think I've picked this team.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go in this direction.
He's burning a good team right now.
No, I don't.
Oh.
Well, I mean, a good enough team.
Okay. Broncos?
49ers. Give me the 49ers.
Ooh.
Taking on the Falcons as 4.5-point favorites on the road. I'm living a little dangerously
You
here,
are.
but can I change? I forgot that Nick Bosa might not play.
Are we allowing
Fine,
this?
you can change.
All right.
Okay.
I was about to say like their defense is just too good. I'm gonna take the Packers.
You
Yep.
can't do that.
Oh, I've already
You
taken
took the
them?
Packers in week 4.
Oh wow, and I won.
Then you won.
That's when they snuck by the Pats, right?
I think so.
Oof.
Yep. That was a dicey one.
Oh my God. All right.
You want to burn the Eagles?
No, I don't want to burn the Eagles yet.
Yeah, that's a
And I've
dicey
already used the
one.
Ravens too, right?
You have not used the Ravens, so you can use them.
All right, give me the Ravens.
Okay. Is that who are they playing?
The Giants.
Who are these? Are these
The
Giants
two best-
actually good?
Two best running quarterbacks in the league.
Oh,
Wow.
man.
Fields. Okay.
No.
There we go. I'll take Fields.
Justin Fields, that run that he had.
Yeah.
Was it 4th down? Or no,
Third.
it was just near the end of the game and I was like, "What are you doing, staying in bounds?"
Yep.
And then he turned it up for like 45 yards. That was an
Yep.
incredible run.
That game, man. Back-to-back weeks.
Electric.
Team loses on 4th and goal from inside the 5.
When the opponent has 12 points.
Yes. Insane. How did they score less points than Broncos Colts?
Insane. I guess it's not the worst Thursday night game.
Because there was no overtime. There's your answer. That's what it was.
Really
Yeah,
the
yeah.
only way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
3 more points. Or 2
Yep.
more points.
And just think how close that pass was to being a touchdown. Like if he doesn't
Oh, yeah.
bobble it at first and catches it, it's a touchdown.
Yep.
The Bears win.
I had some money riding on those Commanders too.
I was
That was a
wonder-
scary one.
I was wondering if he was like thinking in his head, like, I'm going to catch this and extend it while I'm in the air. And that's why he kind of.
Oh, yep. You got to catch the ball first
Yep.
and then do something after.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, one more thing we need to do. I need to give you an update on where we're at in our season. What are we calling it?
Team draft.
Team draft. Okay, I'll put that down. Ryan, you are coming in last place.
Yeah. All of my
Thank
teams
God.
suck.
22 points led by the Bucks. This one's tough. Broncos was your number 2 pick.
Yep.
The Bengals,
Yep. They
Colts,
suck too. They suck as well.
Titans,
They also suck.
Raiders,
They suck too.
Cowboys.
They're actually really overachieving.
That's probably your value pick in this draft.
It's their
Panthers,
second best team.
Terrible.
Jets,
Better than expected.
and
It's true.
Commanders. Got you a dub last night.
Hey.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Commandos.
there you go.
Oh my God, that team is so bad. I need a big change of the guard in the
Yes.
midseason here.
Yeah, you need your top couple teams.
You know
to
what's
come
really
through.
funny is when I did this draft, you kept picking who I wanted, and I told myself in my head, I'm like, this is good because Zach is taking the teams that I just like from the vibes, and so then I'm being able to take like more sensible picks. And that was not the case at all. Like you got the Cardinals, right? You got the Eagles.
Yep.
I wanted them.
Yep.
Like you got a couple other teams that I was like, oh, those are like my favorite teams to cheer on, on Sundays and bet on. but it's okay. Like this will be good for me.
I'm glad you're celebrating my my dominancy in this because Henry, you're coming in 1 point above Ryan. You've got 23 points.
You're kidding.
You're in second.
I'm that bad?
Led by the Packers. Good. Rams, not good. Ravens, 49ers, Saints, Vikings, Steelers, Jaguars, Falcons, and your last pick is the Lions. They have been fun, but wins have not come their way.
I still have some faith in there. Like I think that's a group of teams that is going to do better.
Let me kill your faith right now. I'm sitting at 31 points. Dominating you two. I've got the Bills, Chargers, Chiefs. How did the Chiefs go? That's wild.
Because
Eagles.
you took the Broncos.
Yep. You took the Broncos.
What the hell?
Cardinals, Patriots, Dolphins, Bears, Giants, and the Browns.
Yeah. Of all, the ones that you got that I wanted, in the Cardinals is one of them, so that wasn't going to work out for me. But
that's true.
The Bills, you took them first overall, right?
Yep. Yep. And the Eagles, probably my value pick in the draft.
I know. I really thought I was going to be able to get the Eagles on the wraparound.
Allie was kind of saying it out loud to you, and then when you skipped him, I was like, he's not going to pass him up next time. So I was like, I had to take him.
So it's Allie's fault, actually, that I didn't get them.
It is, yep.
Makes me
Or
feel
that
better.
you didn't listen to her at first.
Yeah.
So it's your fault.
Yeah.
Speaking of that game, let's just, this won't count in picks. What do you guys think about Sunday Night Football? Cowboys, 6.5-point dogs going into Philadelphia.
I mean, I think the number's a little too big, but I think the Eagles win.
Okay, so but within 6 points.
Yeah.
You comfortable in that?
Yeah, very.
So Cooper Rush is the truth?
I'm not comfortable enough to pick it as my survivor.
Yeah,
just because I
fair.
mostly thought there'll be an easier game for the Eagles down the road.
Yeah, very fair.
I'm gonna keep predicting the Eagles' downfall. I'm in a bit deep on the bets now. I'm in a bit deep on the bets. I mean, you can get plus money on under 13.5. 14-3 for that to miss.
Wait. What are you saying?
He's saying the
total wins.
Current total win number for the Eagles is 13.5, and if you take under, you're getting it plus 110.
Plus 115.
No way.
Yeah, it's 14-3 to lose that bet.
But what do they have to go down the stretch to win 13 games?
So they're 5-0 now.
So they would need to go 8-4, right?
Yep.
4 losses. Yep, that'd be right.
8-4. When you put it like that, it does make it seem more dicey.
Yeah.
But
True.
when you take a big step back and you're like, are the Eagles going to be 14-3?
Exactly.
Dang, Hank, I like that.
So they really have to go 9-3 in
order
the
to hit
final
over.
12 to hit the over.
Yeah.
Damn. And 8-4 is still really impressive. I like the under.
I do too.
I like the under. I can't do that this week, though. I mean,
I know.
Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush is legit.
Also, Dak might be back.
Yeah, isn't he questionable?
I think he's questionable as of right now.
What you're seeing, in my opinion, across the league, not all the time, but a lot of times, is that the quarterback position has been simplified in a lot of different ways. So, like, a guy like Bailey Zappi as a rookie can go out there and just, like, make the correct read. And we talk so much about tight window throws and this, that, and the other thing. And, like, if you just, like, watch Bailey Zappi the other day, he's not making those. He's throwing to open guys most of the time.
Yeah.
Which is just good scheming by the coaching staff. So a guy like Cooper Rush, who doesn't have like a howitzer or anything like that, but he's really smart, can just go and make the right reads. And yeah, I think what's happened is we basically judge quarterbacks on 2 scales. Can they win a Super Bowl or can they not? And that's too black and white. Because now the middle ground has grown and is actually making football better. Now, as an overarching product, football has not. The NFL has not been very good this year. But quarterback play, at least from the bottom, is actually coming up a little bit.
And you know what's just so crazy is you talk about how the quarterback, specifically with the Cowboys, doesn't matter as much as you think it would. That would probably mean that the Cowboys have a really good team around them. Remember when the Cowboys were here 2 months ago and they had Micah Parsons and CeeDee Lamb, and that was it? I mean, they were garbage.
Yep.
And we were trolling them. Everyone was trolling them. They just looked like a terrible team. And now they're like just a great defense. Dan Quinn looks like he's doing a fantastic job. The offense is doing enough, especially with the backup quarterback. It's like How is this the same team 2 months ago?
I don't know. It's crazy. And Cooper Rush, when he came to Denver, didn't catch anyone's eye.
No.
Like, I think the Cowboys' second offense was beating the Broncos' second defense. But it wasn't like, wow, that guy's actually legit. Like, to me, it was like, yeah, him, DiNucci, whoever else is out there, they all look the same to me.
Yeah, my eyes rushed right past him.
Well, and then the preseason game, the Broncos stomped them.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, I mean, that's why it's crazy. So maybe the Broncos, they've got something deep inside of them that they're a good team still, and they're going to turn it around.
Yeah. But again, I was so fired up after that because I was on the defensive field the whole time.
Yeah. Well, you got to see a lot of fights.
Exactly.
You saw Marquise Spencer.
That's right.
What's it called when a boxer like sizes
Square
someone up? Yeah.
Was
yeah.
it Purcell who chucked the helmet? I think it was.
I do think that the Broncos do still have that good football team inside of them.
Mm-hmm.
I really think, like, when I was talking about it earlier, all the nervous energy around the fan base, I think it's happening to the team as well. It doesn't, like, no one looks like they're playing fast or just like free and loose on the offense. On the defense, those guys are, and it's shining through. Like, they're having fun, they're going out there, they're dancing, they're doing barrel rolls across the field. Like, that side of the ball is playing free.
I was talking to
The
Baron
offensive
Browning.
side of the ball, like, even Russ just feels like he's like aiming.
Yeah.
It just, nothing is free flowing on that side.
I was talking to Baron Browning today. He was like, yeah, it's just a lot of fun. Everybody's just running around. Like, it feels like we're just playing, like, football in the street right now. We're just out there, so we're getting in the backfield. I've got Chubb out there clearing everybody out for me, and I can just sprint free to the quarterback. Like, that's exactly it.
Yep.
You've got Chubb clearing everyone out for him.
There you go.
Henry Chisholm.
All right.
Ryan, you mentioned Alabama only being a 9-point favorite on the
9.
road at Tennessee. You can get that line over at DraftKings Sportsbook. You can also get Alabama first to score -145. Typically, that line's like -1,000. First quarter Alabama. Let me find this right here. I can't find first quarter. Have you found it already?
No. And the big thing is we just don't know on Bryce Young yet.
Yeah.
That's why the line is kind of in limbo. So if you're, in my opinion, if you're betting on Alabama, you're betting on Bryce Young playing. I think he's going to.
These lines are probably set for him playing too, I would think.
I feel like it's a little bit of protection. Like, they can't fully commit. I guarantee you if they announce he's playing, it'll go down. Or go up, I should say.
Beyond 10.
But it's like what they do is they kind of place it in between, so they have a little bit of protection.
Right. Well, probably good. So I'm going to be getting in on that. If you want to get in on any of these game lines that we talked about, I love Henry's Eagles. 13.5 taking the under there. You want to get in on any of these, they've got them over at DraftKings Sportsbook. It's really mind-blowing how many different things you can bet on over at DraftKings. So many fun things. They do have the Broncos props up for Monday night now, so you can get in and see those. I believe Russell Wilson right now, his over-under passing and rushing at DraftKings is 248.5. Yeah, so you can think about
Take
that.
the under.
Okay, taking the under. And you can get all of our picks on the Broncos props over at DNVR.com, where we do our Broncos pick 'em, and you can get all of these picks over on DraftKings Sportsbook. And make sure you use promo code DNVR when you sign up to get $200 in free bets when you place a $5 money line bet on any NFL team. That's promo code DNVR at DraftKings Sportsbook. Make sure to see the show notes for all of the terms and restrictions.
And head over to HassleCattleCompany.com. Get yourself a couple of dinners. There's a bunch of really good food. It's a farm out of Texas where they raise Wagyu beef, which is the best kind of beef that there is. They have all the different forms, all the different steaks, all of the beef sticks, all of the jerky and franks. We love the franks. Sausages. It's just really good stuff, and you should definitely get some. My favorite is that you can get the really big packages, and then they give you a discount. That one scared me. I thought somebody was going to say something about that.
Nope.
You head to Hassle.
Package for a discount.
Really big packages.
I was terrified. Head to HassleCattleCompany.com. Secure your bag of beef and use code DNVR20 for 20% off your entire purchase. That's DNVR20 for 20% off at HassleCattleCompany.com.
Also, if you want to secure your bag of beef, Manscaped.
Wow.
No, Sports Fan. Got to check out Sports Fan. So much fun stuff going on over there. They've got so many different ways to rep your teams. And that's what I love about them. Obviously you can go into the team store and get the officially licensed, company line of gear, or you can go to Sports Fan and still get officially licensed gear, but maybe not the stuff that you're seeing everyone wear where you go around. As you guys know with me, I like to rock stuff that maybe not everyone has, and Sports Fan does a great job of giving you those types of options. They also have like really cool throwback jerseys in there. You can get like a Floyd Little, a Steve Atwater, a Rod Smith, a Shannon Sharp, so many different options. So go over to Sports Fan, check them out, and make sure you tell them that we sent them.
That's what the people want. The stuff that no one else has.
Yes, exactly.
Should we hop into some comments? A little bonus Friday pod comment section?
Boom. Let's do it. Start with the super chat.
Yeah.
From Valley Bandit. Bought tickets to this game for my 30th birthday.
Yeah.
Also my first game ever. Welcome to the club. So stoked to see them whoop the Chargers. Weird things happen when we play them. Thanks, guys. Weird things happen to the Chargers in every game, actually.
I mean,
true.
that's just why my gut is saying Broncos. Are the Chargers really going to become 4-2 and you start separating themselves from not the rest of the AFC, but from the middle pack of the AFC? It just doesn't feel like that. It's such an un-Chargers thing.
Sure doesn't.
That would be like the Chargers, unchargering.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doesn't seem right.
It sure doesn't.
This is going to be a wild game. You throw in all the strange things that happen to the Broncos, it's just unpredictable.
Over under one attempt on 4th down from inside their own 40 by either team.
Over Chargers though. It's gonna be a Chargers.
All right.
Yeah,
It's gonna be on
I'll
the
say
36
I guess
line.
it's very likely because some team's going to be losing at the end of the game.
Or I'll
I'll say outside of the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'll still take the over. I'm seeing like a second half or a second quarter sort of thing.
It's like a 4th and 1 at your own 36.
Yep.
I wish I could.
Yeah, okay.
I wish I could bottle up, or at least have just had a video of my reaction when they went for it last week and didn't get it. I was so happy.
Unbelievable.
It was like that was like the peak of the weekend for me.
Did you think that they were then going to blow it?
Oh, I was like, they just lost the game because Staley'd again.
Yeah.
This is
Then those
incredible. And then I
damn
forgot
kickers.
who was on the other side. It was the only team that is more Chargery than the Chargers.
If they would have lost that game, this game would be, in my opinion, for the season. Whoever loses is pretty much done because they would both be 2-3.
Crazy. We just got another super chat here from Triple G. Drink up for my Yankees, boys.
Do you think that's the real Triple G?
Probably not.
Yep.
I will drink, just not for the Yankees.
Okay, fair enough, yeah.
What's going on with the Yankees right now?
Who knows?
Did they win? Yeah, okay.
They're
yeah.
playing baseball, I can tell you that.
I'm
They
within
do.
like a year or two of maybe becoming a Yankee fan.
Oh,
I could see it.
Wow, why?
Like, it's just one of those things where it's like, I'm not going to cheer for the Rockies. So right now I just don't watch baseball.
Wow.
But like,
No.
could Aaron Judge win me over?
No.
I guess he's probably leaving
Don't.
anyway.
Yeah, he
but
could be somewhere
Don't do
else.
this to yourself.
but then where would I go? Just don't watch baseball?
How great would it be if
yes, just don't watch
he
it.
came to the Rockies?
It would be incredible.
Aaron Judge.
Yeah, I mean,
To break every home run record. That's why he comes here.
Yeah.
yeah, it wouldn't happen, but it would be sick
That would be the I mean, he would make it. That's the biggest move they could ever make.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
If they don't get in the conversation, then what are we even doing here?
And there we go. Yeah.
But
They just can't pay
Henry,
him.
don't do that. You'll lose my respect.
There's just nowhere to go. Like, if it's baseball, too, you just go where the money is. It's not going to be the Dodgers.
It's not gonna be anything. Just
Okay.
don't be a baseball fan.
I'll keep hating baseball.
C. Fillmore72 could chiming in on our comment section over at thednvr.com. Says, gentlemen, greetings from the west of England. An appreciation post for the content and discussions of late, getting Broncos country through a rougher than expected stretch of results. I really enjoyed the team chemistry you have. I'm including Allie in this too, and that you are willing to properly debate and argue your points of view with one another. Universal agreement would be boring. Even the non-football debates are entertaining. Who could forget lakes, rivers, oceans? By the
Nobody.
way, it's rivers. That is not true.
Yes, it is.
He
Hey.
says, he says, I have Broncos, Jags tickets, and multiple DNVR, LNDN event tickets, and looking forward to meeting you all in a couple of weeks' time. And picking up that sweet multiple event DNVR swag bag. All the best, Christopher.
Hey, I can't wait for London.
It's
Can't
gonna
wait
be so
can't
fun.
wait to see you, Christopher.
Can't wait. Next one's from the Count. Collaborative tests in high school? cooking fish in the dishwasher, hotel lobby silent auctions, secret hangover cures. RK leads a charmed life. What's next? He's going to reveal that he started the most popular Denver Broncos podcast in the history of the world. Give me some of what that guy is gulping down, please. Love the count.
You want some Breck Brews?
Yeah,
Is
exactly.
that what you're gulping down?
Breck Brews
Liquid death?
and Liquid Death.
Yeah.
It's the secret.
It's a secret to a, as he would say, charmed life.
Charmed life.
Yes, yes.
I can't even argue the point that I live a charmed life.
And it's Friday afternoon. I mean, this is as charmed gets.
Yeah, someone, it was so nice of them. They tweeted at the three of us, I think, and was like, "I'm so sorry, you guys have to cover a bad team again." And I was just like, "Don't feel bad for us."
Yeah.
No, you don't need to feel bad for us. But one thing you can do really quick, hit us with a thumbs up on YouTube. We'd really
Yes.
appreciate that. And next one coming in from Arvada Luke says, "Hey fellas, are the Eagles the NFC East version of the Bills? Or do we hope that they're the NFC East version of the Broncos next year? Are this year's Broncos just the football version of last year's Nuggets? Does that mean fire Malone?" I jest.
Whoa.
It already feels like the return of the Avs have injected some much-needed positivity
Agreed
back
that.
into the sports aura around town. Thank goodness. Mrs. Arvada Luke is really enjoying an Avalanche Amber Ale right now. I was thinking back to the first time I tried the Broncos Country Pale Ale. I thought, this has to be gimmicky, right? But before I knew it, I had 6. Cheers. Happy Friday to all. Arvada Luke.
Hey, thanks, Arvada Luke.
So who are the Eagles? Who are the Broncos?
Okay, are the Eagles the NFC East version of the Bills? No.
They're
Definitely not.
They're like 1 year shy of that, right?
The Eagles, what I love most about the Eagles is they are the beacon of hope for balanced football. Like, it just felt like for a second there we were going to completely move away from running the ball entirely in the NFL. And the Eagles are saying, like, nope, there's still a lot of value in being a balanced football team. And if you remember, the start of last year when the Eagles got off to a horrific start, they were trying to go down the let's just pass the ball every time route, and then they started running it, and they were like, oh, we're really good at this.
The fewest, they went from the team that rushed the ball the fewest to the team that rushed it the most.
Which is, again, just another feather in the cap of Sirianni, who was able to say, like, okay, this isn't what's best for the team. I'm going to make a change. And it's my hope for Nathaniel Hackett, because everyone is clowning him like they are Hackett now. Now everyone's crowning him, from clowning to crowning.
Yep.
It's very true. It's very true. You hope Nathaniel Hackett can do that this week on Monday Night Football. If the Broncos are next year's version of the Eagles, you take it in a heartbeat.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
In terms of, like, the success.
Yep, absolutely.
That's it.
That is it.
We did have a super chat roll in, though.
Oh, from Dylan. Feeling great about our chances to win. 31-17 Denver. Love y'all.
Love it.
That is
Can
what
you
we're
imagine the vibes
talking
if the Broncos win
about.
31-17?
You know what's crazy? The Broncos have a positive point differential this year just because their defense has been so good. And they're 2-3. The Chargers negative point differential. They're giving up 27 points a game. They're only scoring 24 points a game. So this will be a massive win for the Broncos offense to eclipse that, and the Broncos defense to hold the Chargers to under that.
Oh, man. That would be great. I'm going to just think about that all weekend. That's what's going to keep me going through the weekend. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Appreciate everyone who tuned in all week. Appreciate you guys.
Right
and
back at
we
ya.
will see you on Monday.